Hi girls, it's me, Madam Rosita. Nice to meet you again. Okay, today we are going to start our first lesson for English Year 6. You are going to look at Unit 1 entitled Reading A Window to the World. Okay girls, why do you need to read? Why reading is important to our life? What do you understand about reading? Reading is one of the skills that process of looking at a series of written symbols and getting meaning from them. So, when we read, we use our eyes to receive written symbols such as letters, punctuation marks, and spaces. And then we use our brain to convert them into words, sentences, and paragraphs that communicate or tell something to us. So, in simple words, reading can give us lots of information, and we need skills to learn how to read. There are many ways for us to read and to get information other than from reading the books or from the magazines. The information that you can get from your reading also can come from virtually everywhere using the online or through the internet. That is the importance of reading. So now we are going to look at the types of book that we are going to read or you have been reading. There are two types of books. Okay, first we are going to look at non-fiction. Okay, if you go to the library, you can see the section non-fiction and fiction books. So what is non-fiction books? Non-fiction refers to literature based in fact, refers to factual series or information focused on actual events and people. So, in Malay, we say that non-fiction berdasarkan fakta. It's a factual stories, cerita yang punya fakta dan maklumat yang betul ataupun berdasarkan kisah benar. If you look, there are many non-fiction books and even videos in many categories, including biography, cooking, home decorating, art and music, history, science, and humor. That is about non-fiction. Now we are going to look at second type of books, fiction books. Fiction refers to literature created from the imagination. Okay, dicipta berdasarkan imajinasi penulisnya. Okay, the type of the book or story that is written about imaginary characters and events and not based on real people and facts. Tidak berdasarkan kisah benar ataupun fakta yang betul. So generally, it is in a narrative form consisting of people, events, places that are imaginary. In other words, it not based on strictly on history or facts. So berdasarkan imajinasi, tempat dan manusia yang mungkin berada di dunia yang lain. Fiction books. There are many types of fiction books, okay, such as short stories, novels, myth, legends, and fairy tales. So they are all considered as fiction Okay, we are going to continue to now look at your textbook, page 1. Can you see the book cover of the books? You can see here the book entitled Rumination Nation, Adventure on Penang Island, Author of Beauty, a poetry book, Iban Stories, The Curse, and Tun Abdul Razak, a personal portrait. Based on the book cover, can you guess the type of books? So, to know the type of books, we are going to look at the genre. Girls, now we are going to look at genre of books. Genre means how the style of the writer writes the story. We are going to look at the genre one by one. Okay, first, action and adventure. These stories always make you nervous, full of excitement because stories happen and the situation always in dangerous and risky. It makes you feel more attractive to read the story until the end. Okay, example, The Life of P and also The Call of the Wild. The next genre, science fiction. Science fiction basically is about science and technology. Sometimes you think it's a fantasy because it is about the future world and the future science. So, for example, the calculating stars and about the spaceship, the last fleet. Next genre, horror. Horror always makes you discomfort and fear because the horror writers often make use of supernatural and paranormal elements that make you believe and think it is realistic and interesting. Stephen King, a famous author for horror with the story It and also Scream to the Shadow by the author in Malaysia. Detective and mystery always revolves about the crime or mysteries that need to be solved. Always also including about the agencies that or the policemen that involve and help to solve the mystery of the story. Famous author Agatha Christie. Comic book and graphic novels. Comic book refers to a story that full of illustration and pictures. Graphic novels, also a comic book, but it contains series of narrative. So, the illustration or the pictures is to help the reader to understand more about the story. The Jungle Book, I know that you have read it, and also Kampung Boy, famous author Datuk Lat from Malaysia. Autobiography. Autobiography is a story about a person, lives or subject that written about themselves. Always about a famous person and also someone that is very important to the country or to the people. Okay, for example, Dato' Mahathir, the world leaders, and Syed Mukhtar al-Bukhari. And finally, the last genre, folklore. Folklore refers to the tales that the people tells from generation to generation. It's a traditional stories about the culture or a group of people. In Malaysia, we're famous with the story, the mouse deer and the crocodiles, and also the story from Sabah, the dragon of Kinabalu. These are the genre of books that you should know, and you also can find it when you go to the library. If you look at page 2 in your textbook, okay, the girls and the boy, they are talking about the book that they really like to read. Okay, so you can read here the favorite book like Little Red Riding Hood, Goldilocks, Rosemary. These are the stories that you have read. Look at page 3. You can see there are two books, Matilda by Roald Dahl and also Harry Potter. These two books, you can read the blurb or the synopsis about the story. I want to know, how do you choose the books to read when you go to the bookstore to choose the storybooks that you want to buy? Do you refer to the cover, to the illustration or pictures, the thickness or the author? Because you need something and you have something in your mind that make you choose the book. So look at the 3 map. The books I like to read. I want you to draw the 3 map and give the reasons and the genre of the book that you like to read. Examples given, so you can do it in your English 1 book. Okay, next, page 4. Reading. I want you to read the story The Night of the Night in page 4 and look at the words that I highlighted it in pink. You read the whole story and you also can answer the question. Okay, but now I want you to focus to the words that I underlined in pink. The word peace, peace, night of the night, right and right. What are they? Read again and pronounce it correctly. Peace, peace, night, night, right, right. They are called homophones. Okay, homophones. Okay, what is homophones? Homophones are pair of words that sound the same but have different meanings and different spelling. In other way, same pronunciation but different in spelling and meaning. So the word same, you pronounce it at the same, but the spelling is different and the meaning also different. Now look at the examples that I have done here. Okay, the first one, sun, sun. Okay, the pronunciation is the same, sun, sun. But look at the sentence. My son is 13 years old. He likes to spend time outside in the sun. Son here means a boy, isn't it? Okay, a mother who has a boy is called son, the son of the mother. But here, sun here is the star. Okay, so these are the homophones. The second example, sea, sea. At the beach house, I love to wake up and see the sea. Okay, the first see here means what? To look, isn't it? See, the same meaning, look. Here, the sea is the water, the type of water. The sea, the ocean. Same sound, different spelling and meaning. Now look at the next example. Our, our. Remember the silent H, our, our. Look at the sentence. We have 1 hour before our appointment with the doctor. So here we have 1 hour means the time. 1 hour before our about personal pronouns, appointment. And the last example, here, here. I wanted to sit here so I could hear the singer performing without any distractions. I want to sit here, show the places here, so I could hear, listen to the singer. So here are the examples of homophones that you can find. So we go to the next step. Written work. Written work for today. Okay, write the work in your English 1 book. Write 10 homophones and the sentences. Follow the examples given. Number 1. So you have to write the homophones, the pair of homophones, and also you have to write the sentences to show the different meaning and spelling. Okay, look at the first one. For. A, she bought a beautiful bag for her mother. And B, I have 4 siblings. 4 here, that means to give to her mother. Okay, 4 here means number. Next example. Tail, tail. Same sound, tail, tail, different meaning and spelling. Okay, look at A. My cat likes to chase its own tail. The cat's tail. My sister loves to read a fairy tale story. A genre of books. Fairy tale story. So these are the written work that you have to do. So again, write 10 pairs of homophones and you have to write the sentences. Follow exactly the examples given. You must find the homophones that's not shown to you in the presentation. You have to find your own, or you can refer to the dictionary. The next one, the next page for today is page 5. Okay, I want you to read the story about the scarecrow. Now look at the words in bold or in blue. Okay, so you read the story, understand the story. So you are going to do the work based from the story that you read in the page. Okay, written work for this page is use the dictionary to find the meaning of the words. You can see there are 8 words that have been bold in blue. So you have to find the meaning of the words using the dictionary. And then you have to match the words or phrases to the meaning given below. So you can see here, these are the meanings that given in the textbook. So you have to match the meaning with the words in the text. Write in your English 1 book. So you read carefully, find the meaning of the words and match it with the meaning given in the textbook. I hope that you understand what to do for the work today. Okay, that's all for now, girls. Please do your work. Stay safe and happy learning. And also, goodbye for now. See you next time. Bye.